A historic vote tonight in the U.S. House of Representatives, and it comes on the eve of another unprecedented vote tomorrow. A live look now at the Capitol, where just a short time ago the House passed a resolution calling on Vice President Mike Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment to remove President Trump from office. But Mr. Pence had already said hours earlier he would not.
So now the House looks forward to tomorrow and a vote on impeaching the president for his role in last week's Capitol riots. KCAL9's Chris Holmstrom has the latest.
President Trump has 1 week left in office. At the same time, several lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are pushing for his impeachment so that he can never run for office again. President Trump calls it a witch hunt. Tonight, the House of Representatives voted on the 25th Amendment resolution to remove President Trump from office. The vote called on Vice President Pence, quote, to declare what is obvious to a horrified nation, that the president is unable to successfully discharge the duties and powers of his office.
Can you imagine any other president in our history encouraging and fomenting mob violence?
In a virtual debate, Republicans did not argue the president was fit for office. Instead, they say Democrats are just kicking the president on his way out the door.
You won the presidency. You have a controlling vote in the Senate. You have a majority in the House. Why continue this?
But in a letter to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, the vice president said he would not move against the president, writing that it would not be in the best interest of the nation. Now, House Democrats move toward impeachment, and several Republicans are backing the resolution, including Representative Liz Cheney from Wyoming. She's the third-ranking Republican in the House and said, quote, the president could have immediately and forcefully intervened to stop the violence. He did not.
There are going to be other Republicans influenced by her decision, and these things have a way of gathering momentum. So I wouldn't be surprised now to see a considerable number of Republicans join in supporting the impeachment resolution. And these reports that Mitch McConnell may be open to the impeachment charges as well is quite a potential earthquake in the Senate.
According to the New York Times, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell thinks President Trump committed impeachable offenses and wants him out of the party. The article goes on to say the Majority Leader is furious at the president for inciting a riot at the Capitol that left 5 people dead. Claremont McKenna College professor Jack Pitney.
Until the past couple of weeks, McConnell was very much in line with Trump's priorities and vice versa. But the attack on the Capitol put members' lives at risk.
But in order for that to happen, the Senate will need to have a majority 2/3 vote.
You'll definitely get just about every Democrat voting for it. You'll get some Republicans, but will you get the 67 votes necessary? If it were held today, probably not. But with every day, we're learning more and more about what happened in the insurrection.
6 days after the insurrection, President Trump took no responsibility for inciting a violent mob of his supporters who breached the Capitol, attacked police officers, and threatened to kill the vice president.
It's been analyzed, and people thought that what I said was totally appropriate.
As he left the White House today on the way to Alamo, Texas, he denounced the violence but insisted he didn't instigate it.
They've analyzed my speech and my words and my final paragraph, my final sentence, and everybody to the T thought it was totally appropriate.
We fight. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
As for impeachment talks, the president described it as a witch hunt, something we've heard his whole presidency.
It's really a continuation of the greatest witch hunt in the history of politics. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer clapped back, saying Trump should not be in office for another day.
What Trump did today, blaming others for what he caused, is a pathological technique used by the worst of dictators.
So what happens next? Well, the House will vote on whether or not to impeach the president. If the resolution passes, it will go to the Senate, who will ultimately decide if they'll convict President Trump. That'll likely happen after President-elect Joe Biden takes office. Chris Holmstrom, KCAL 9 News.